I've kind of deleted social media. So.
Why? What did she do?
A trip to the title game on the line. Mule, the drive, 5 seconds left. Looking for Beckers and an offensive foul. An offensive foul on Edwards with 3.9 to go.
My point of view is pretty clean.
Gabbie Marshall celebrates after a very difficult whistle for UConn to swallow.
Death threats for a basketball game? Seriously? Well, it's the semifinals and passions are high.
4:20 to go in the fourth quarter of the semifinal.
Clark moves, stopped by 2 defenders. She passes, but Nika Mule takes it away.
Here's Beckers, huge 3 on the way. It is good!
They played really good defense on me, honestly. Like, when I started driving, they threw 2 people at me. They were going to make me give up the ball, and
Paige Beckers was having a bad night. That was her first score in the fourth quarter. Then a turnover by UConn.
Edwards lost it out of bounds. Last hit her. Iowa ball.
yeah, I think Hannah's tremendous, and I think it's just the confidence and belief. You know, she goes toe-to-toe with Aaliyah Edwards, who in my mind is one of the best players in the country.
She never leaves me anything to say.
Hard. Not bad.
Yeah.
Here's Clark near the logo.
There's the trap.
2 defenders again. They can't let her try something crazy. Pass to Gabbie Marshall.
Marshall in trouble.
Then Kate Martin puts on a show.
Martin, tough finish.
I think Kate's just toughness, resiliency, and leadership is the biggest thing, and all she's ever dreamed of is being an Iowa Hawkeye, and she embodies that every single day.
6-point Iowa lead, 2:50 to go. South Carolina on the line.
But Arnold responds with the same spin move. Iowa leads by 4, 2:38 on the clock. Martin to Marshall. Martin runs around the paint. Back to Martin for another spin move.
And finishing! Kate Martin wants this!
Mule to Beckers. Marshall the defender. Edwards with the screen. Paige goes left. Beautiful pick and roll.
What a decision by Paige Beckers. And Aaliyah Edwards having a huge second half, up to 17 points.
Clark with the drive. Nope.
Rebound Edwards. Clark wanted a whistle, did not get it. An opportunity for Connecticut. 1:25 to go. Connecticut trailing by 4.
Here comes Beckers with a plan. Marshall the defender. A push followed with a screen by Edwards. Poor Gabbie was bulldozed. Beckers for 3. Way off.
And it's taken away!
Stolke hands it to Martin, but Edwards attacks. Martin is inches away from a backward violation. Clark tries to recover the ball, but Mule takes it away. Mule stops after seeing 2 defenders. She passes, but that was just a setup. Clark is on the paint, leaving Mule without a defender.
3 is good! It's a 1-point game!
Clark takes some time. They're up 1 point.
Clark running time.
You just want the clock to go down, and
10 seconds on the shot clock.
it just came to my brain, so I just went for it. And
Clark moves, passes the ball.
It's taken away by Arnold. Save to Edwards, and Connecticut takes the timeout.
we had 4 turnovers in the second half, and 2 of our turnovers come late in the fourth quarter. So, you know, you don't have time to worry about that. Like, it happened, it's over. You better focus and move on to the next play. And
now it's Connecticut, down 1. A trip to the title game on the line.
Mule to Beckers. Gabbie Marshall the defender. Back to Mule. Edwards with the screen. Marshall goes behind the screen trying to catch Beckers, who's about to make a game-winning 3 at center court. But Beckers goes back. Edwards with another screen.
Offensive foul! An offensive foul on Edwards with 3.9 to go!
Now, the Bible says, when thou screeneth, thou shalt not move, and plant thyself like a tree, and neither shall you elbow thy sister.
Gabbie Marshall celebrates after a very difficult whistle for UConn to swallow.
4.6 seconds left.
Martin finds Clark. Clark is fouled by Beckers.
Beckers has no choice but to foul and stop the clock. 2 free throws for Clark. She's an 86.3% free throw shooter and 3 for 3 tonight so far.
And you could see her dad saying, we need both. And drains the first. Biggest free throw of Caitlin's decorated career. Is no good. Rebound to Falter.
There were 4 UConn defenders, but none of them boxed out Stolke or a Falter. That was such a big rebound by Iowa. With 1.1 seconds left, Clark bounces the ball off Beckers, cutting the clock down to 1/10 of a second.
What a brilliant play by Clark. And there is barely any time left.
They put the clock back to 0.8, but why even bother?
Clark to inbound, Iowa by 2, 0.8 to go, and that will do it! Iowa survives Connecticut and heads back to the national championship game.
Now let's talk about the offensive foul.
Gino, what did you make of the illegal screen call there at the end?
Gabbie Marshall just comes up with big defensive plays all the time. Like, you see it time and time again, and she doesn't get enough credit for what she does. She guards one of the best players in the country.
Yeah, there's some decisions that even myself, I wish I could take back, but
everybody can make a big deal of that one single play, but not one single play wins a basketball game or loses a basketball game.
The reason we've won games all year long is because we play Iowa basketball, and that's sharing the ball, high assist numbers, low turnovers. We wouldn't be at this point right now if it was just one player. And
I'm pissed right now. It really hurts, but I'm just very grateful to Coach for bringing me all the way from, Croatia to here. Never in my life, would I have thought that I would be here.
We should have done a better job. I should have done a better job of making sure we didn't leave the game up to chance like that and leave the game up to one bad call going our way and that deciding it. So I could have done a better job preventing that from even happening.
There's probably an illegal screen call that you could make on every single possession. I just know there were 3 or 4 of them called on us, and I don't think there were any called on them. So I guess we just got to get better at not setting illegal screens. Iowa won the game, and they get to go on, and we get to go home.
I mean, we can talk about officiating, but players play, players decide the game.
I don't know. I feel like that's all anyone's talking about. They're not talking about the fact that it was a great game between 2 great teams.
I have so much trust in my teammates, and my teammates have so much trust in me. And it wasn't just Caitlin, it wasn't just Hannah. It was all 5 players on the court came up and made big plays at, really crucial times. That's the reason we won the game.